Hey YouTube, it is me, KFit TTC baby number 2. Today is July the 10th, 2015, and I'm just updating you guys to let y'all know what's going on with my cycle. In my last video, I stated that I would be going for an HSG test. I'm not going to give y'all any technical terms on how they did this, that, and the other, but just in layman terms, going to kind of explain to you all what the HSG test is. So the HSG test for my doctor could not be done in his office. I was referred to the hospital in the radiology department to get that done. Um, I was supposed to be there this morning about 8:30 to fill out paperwork for an appointment at 9 o'clock a.m. Woke up this morning, drove to the hospital. I got there, and the nurse spoke with me, explained to me the procedure, and basically what she said is I would lay back on a X-ray table. My legs would be up in stirrups, but surprisingly not the stirrups that you would see in the OBGYN office. These stirrups are different where with the OBGYN office your heels are in the stirrups. Well, at this appointment my knees were in the stirrups, so my legs were able to hang over. She told me that pretty much they would make sure that I'm good and clean down there with iodine to sanitize or whatever that does. And a speculum would be inserted so that the doctor could find my cervix. She said that sometimes the doctor can find it right off, sometimes the doctor has a little bit of a struggle finding it because every woman is different. Um, After my cervix was located, the doctor would then insert a catheter. And the catheter, she explained to me, and the doctor explained to me, is that the catheter is like a cooked noodle. So it's not like a straight point, it is very limp so that it can be flexible to kind of go through the uterus and cervix and all that. So the doctor explained to me that he was having a little bit of trouble finding, trying to get into my uterus because my uterus is tilted. Um, so, for instance, if this is my pelvic bone right here, my uterus was kind of tilted like that. So, which I asked him, I said, is this a reason that I would not get pregnant? The fact that my uterus is tilted. And the way he explained it to me is that no woman's uterus is the perfect, triangle up under the pelvic bone like what we see on TV and all these YouTube videos and everything like that. He said that women's um, uterus is attached to ligament, so sometimes it can sway from side to side. So he told me just because my uterus was tilted today, it may not be tilted tomorrow. And he's seen worse cases of tilted uterus in women who have gone on to get pregnant. So after my catheter was inserted, he blew up the balloon, which is, I guess, a little thingamajig that expands my opening so that the dye can flow through. He did that. I did not experience any crampings when he first started to inflate the balloon. So when he inserted it, he inflated it. He told me what he was doing step by step, and started letting the dye run through. Now, I've heard of people who said that they were able to watch the dye go in and things of that nature. I did have that opportunity. The spring was kind of right here, so I was able to look over and everything, but I was really just trying to keep myself calm so that, I wouldn't react in a violent way if the pain hit. So I was kind of looking at the screen and just trying to breathe and stay focused. The more that he inflated the balloon, he made sure, are you okay? Is the pressure fine? And things like that. So Once he started to inject the dye, they turned on the screen. Of course, I was laying on my back, and a little x-ray table was over my abdominal area, and they took like maybe 7 to 10 pictures, because they wanted to be able to send that to my doctor, because of course I don't guess they can send the live video or whatnot. Um, so I did experience a tiny bit of cramping during the procedure, but nothing that was too rough. I have pretty much a high pain tolerance, so I didn't take anything prior, because when I get AF cramps, I don't take anything for that. I don't take anything for headache. Um, I just don't like to take medicine. I just don't. So, after the dye was inserted, fully inserted, everything was flowing through. He told me the procedure was done. The nurse helped me sit upright, and we looked at the pictures that were taken during the procedures. The good thing is there was no blockage. Everything was good. So I could see the dye go through my tubes and come out my abdominal and the abdominal cavity. So that was good. At that point, I was still feeling fine, no cramps. I was, feeling just as good as I felt when I walked in the office. So she did explain to me that there may be some bleeding from the procedure. She also explained to me that some of the dye may leak out, and she explained to me that the dye would be a like a sticky type consistency. So I was aware of that. I was also aware of the iodine that they rubbed on, that of course it would come off. So they were very nice. They had a wash rag, a towel, and a pad in the restroom for me to use when I got done. Because I did not have a very strong sensation of cramping, when I went to use the restroom and get ready to clean myself up, I was very surprised to see a good little bit of red blood in the toilet as well as the tissue. So I cleaned myself up, still not cramping, and I left and walked out to my car. I was fine. And so I decided, since I didn't feel any pain, I would make some trips around, do a little running of errands while I was where I was at. So about an hour after the procedure, I arrived at a store, Sam's, and I was going in there to get some meat, because I am like a stockpiler. So when I catch a meat on sale, I throw that in my freezer. I have a vegetable freezer and a meat freezer. So, and then of course in the morning, Sam marks down their meat. So if you are a saving type person like me, Sam's is open to the general public with a general Sam's Club card at 10 o'clock. You can get in there and find some really good deals. I found some steaks and all different stuff. But anyway, that's another thing. So I'm walking around Sam's, and I start to feel a little cramping sensation. And I'm like, okay, I'm fine, no problem. Um, so I walked, got the meat, and I went and got some sugar. At that point, I started to feel a very bad, horrible pain, to the point where it was causing me to walk slow. I got to the register to check out. Normally I go through a person's register, but I was ready to get out of there. I was starting to sweat. Like, I've never had so much pain to the point where it caused me to sweat, not even in childbirth. So I was sweating profusely. I was able to check out, started walking out to my car, and I'm about 30 minutes from my house, so I was going to have to drive 30 minutes. Um, I finally got out of the door, and I was feeling like I was going to throw up. Like, the pain had got that bad that I was sweating, feeling like I was about to throw up. So I finally made it to my vehicle. I turned the car on, and eventually got in the passenger seat, let my seat back, and I just had to lay there probably for about 15 to 30 minutes. I ended up calling my husband, letting him know what was going on with the pain and everything that I was feeling. And I also took some Tylenol, I think 800 milligrams or 400 milligrams. I don't know what it was, but I took it. Mind you, I don't like to take medicine, but something had to give. I was in my car, sweating, like drip sweat, like, oh, it was horrible. So my husband called me. He said he's on his way to get me. If I felt any better during the process, just to call him and let him know. So I laid there after I took the medication for another 15 minutes to try to let the pain go away. I was eventually able to get back in the driver's seat and drive myself home. Of course, my husband was on his way, so we kind of met each other, and he got behind me and followed me the remainder of the way home. The pain had subsided at that point. So I came home, and my husband was behind me, and I told him to go ahead and stop and get him something to eat. Because I wasn't thinking about food. Food was the last thing on my mind. And my husband is on night shift this week. So he had just got off work at 4 o'clock this morning, and he had to turn around, be up, and help me and everything. So I came home, I got undressed, I was using the restroom, and I vomited. Um, Luckily, I haven't been eating a lot because I'm dieting and juicing. It wasn't horrible. But I was just so weak. I couldn't get on the bed. I couldn't move. I started sweating profusely again. Um, so my husband came home. He helped me on the bed, and I took some pain medication, some stronger stuff. This is about 1 o'clock, so we slept until from like 1 till about 3:30, and he had to be up and at work again by 4 this afternoon. So as of right now, I'm feeling a lot better. I love food, but I'm not even hungry. I don't know if it's the medicine or whatnot, but I did eat some frozen yogurt with some granola and stuff in it before he left for work. And he said, if I felt bad to call him, he'd get off work and come home. But I mean, right now, at this moment, I feel fine. I'm still just really sore. My stomach is sore. Like if I touch it, it's sore. Um, so I don't know. I've heard of everybody saying, "Oh, I had a good experience. I didn't have any problems," and blah 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 blah. And I'm a tough person. I'm an army vet. So the fact that I'm hearing these people say that and I'm having problems, it makes me feel like a little wimp. But the good thing is, my tubes were not blocked. Everything looked good. I'm just waiting now to hear from my RE. I'm not sure when I'll hear from him. It may be Monday, or it may even be this afternoon, because normally they call back in the afternoon. Um, but as of right now, I'm feeling okay. And the pain that I experienced, like I said, I had natural childbirth with no medication whatsoever at the age of 20, and I was able to deliver my daughter without a problem. The pain that I felt today was a problem, but I made it through it. So, as I said, I'm cycle day 8. I'll go back. I think I'll go back on the 21st or something like that for test results to see if I ovulated. I'm still taking tamoxifen, 20 milligrams. I think I'm on day 3. I think I'll be taking pill 4 today. Um, yeah, I'll go back on the 21st of July for blood work and baseline ultrasound. I've heard of a lot of people who have had successful pregnancies after getting the HSG. I'm hoping and praying that the pain that I endured today is going to lead to my BFP. Um, I'm not going to the gym to work out today. I'm just too sore. Not even to do cardio, so I may just rest for the rest of the day. I may go out and get me something to eat. I don't know. I doubt it because I'm tired and I'm sore. But that is the update on me and what's going on in my cycle with the HSG happening today. Um, like I said before, I was feeling very, very good up until an hour afterwards. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is at KFitTTC. Um, I'm sorry, that is at KFit_TTC. And I update on there pictures and everything like that on a regular basis. But if y'all guys, if anybody has any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them and let me know, and we'll talk about it, discuss it, or whatever the case may be. I hope that everyone has a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your Friday, TGIF, and I'm wishing all of my ladies, my TTC sisters, lots of baby dusts and BFPs coming everybody's way. I'm just praying for everybody as well as myself, and I just want y'all to know that I love y'all, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.